Ayo! Welcome back to another episode of the Rap Dad Podcast. I'm Junes, and as always, across from me,
Melancholy.
damn straight.
Yes.
You know what it is? You know what it is. Back with another episode. Hope everybody's been good. Hope everybody's been liking the videos that we've been putting out on YouTube. Short clips, 2 full episodes up now. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page, which will be down in the description.
Yes.
And just as important that 5-star rating and review. If you're
The most
listening,
important,
if you're listening to this on any podcast streaming platform, give us a review, a good one, thumbs up, 14 paragraphs, 2,000 word essay. Also, you can follow us on Instagram at the Rap Dad Podcast.
Yep.
Give Melancholy a follow as well at Melancholy775, and you can follow me at Reno Junes.
That's a better follow.
I don't know. The podcast page is the follow if you guys want to communicate.
Well, yeah,
with
that
us.
one for sure. But out of the two of us.
Yeah, I stay consistent and whatnot
Yeah.
and do things and stuff. We also have a Spotify playlist with all the music we review, our artist music, that our guest music. I mean, it's chock full of goodness.
A lot of music.
Yep, almost too much. There's a lot on there.
Yeah.
Almost too much for your brain to
probably
handle.
trim it down a bit.
Or people can just soak it up.
Either way.
It's all down in the description, so find it if you're listening to it, and if you're watching us on YouTube, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. We appreciate all the subscriptions. I mean, I think we've only been out for like 3 weeks on YouTube, so
yeah.
we're doing okay. We got some shorts up, getting some love there, which is surprising. Trying to figure out how to work YouTube shorts is...
So it's like a whole different algorithm, right? Or...
Yeah, it is. But I mean, I think on the last episode I was like, oh well, they're like reels. You can be like short, a minute long. What I found out is that's too long. A minute long is way too long for Instagram. Instagram, the retention is like you want to have like, if you can, no longer than 20-second clips, short clips.
All right.
Yeah, it's like people don't have a long attention span. Because, I mean, at first I was doing minute clips, and I was like, oh, damn, okay, what about 30-second clips? And right about in between 15 and 20 seconds is where the retention goes off. So I have a couple short clips that are like 18 seconds, and they've been watched. Those are the ones that have like thousands of views. So.
I guess that makes sense Instagram-wise, because it's just right there. You're just flipping, you know what I mean? So it's like, whereas YouTube, you're clicking on things, right?
Yeah. Well, unless you're like watching shorts, then you're scrolling through the same as it.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, if you're like scrolling through YouTube and the shorts thing pops up and there's something interesting, like I said, I showed you. I'm like, well, I've been putting labels on them and make them kind of quote unquote clickbaity titles,
Sure.
But it's exactly what we're talking about.
It's
like our rapper's not trying anymore.
Yeah.
And can you trust a drunk bartender? It's like, I mean, could you? And you think about it, because Trevor's talking about being sober and being a bartender and how he's like, I'm watching out for people
way more responsible about it.
It's like, well, I want to know people's opinions. So, yeah, stuff like that. It's fun learning it, but as always, your guys' feedback is very, very much needed because without that, we kind of are just throwing stuff out there and seeing what sticks. Which I mean, will work eventually. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, figured out we both have terrible posture.
Yeah, when you start watching yourself, especially because I do all the editing and like I cut up the clips and stuff, so I'm always like, oh man, oh damn it.
I saw the last one, I was like, dude, I look fat as fuck.
Yeah, so it's like,
and it was like
try to have nice posture and
the stripes, and then Hope was like, no, you just have terrible posture. Like that's why you look like that.
Like, it was my shirt. She's like, nah, fam, your back's curled.
She's like, nah, you're just fat as shit, dude.
Yeah, it tends to happen, but hey, maybe it'll be motivation for us to get a little healthier.
Yeah.
Speaking of like Instagram and stuff like that, I wanted to talk about this because it's something that recently I got a message for, and I was like very confused about and looked into it, and I was like, what the fuck? It's the blue check thing that's going on Instagram. So
yeah, I'm vaguely familiar with it.
Infamously, everybody knows that you have to be a verified profile, usually a famous person or established in one way or another to have a blue check.
Yes.
Usually well over 10,000 followers and shit like that.
Yeah. An influencer.
Yeah, essentially. Now Instagram is offering it to people for a monthly price. You can buy a blue check.
And
for like
Facebook owns, or Meta, right? They own everything pretty much, but they own Instagram for sure.
They do.
Okay, yeah.
And the reason I found out about it is because Glass Tongue got a message and it was like, get your blue check now. And I was like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
we just broke 1,000 followers.
Yeah,
So I clicked on it, and it was like, for $14.99 a month. I was like, wait, what the fuck? So I looked into it, and they're now selling blue checks to people.
So I saw two different.
Fucking so scammy, dude.
I saw something about it's like there's like two different sides to it, I guess, of like does it add more security? That's one thing I saw, is that it like can add more security to your profile.
Well, I mean, it probably does because it's verified.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't think people are paying $14 a month because they're worried about their profile.
No. I mean, it's mostly people just wanting.
Yeah, because there's people that I've seen that are like even local people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
Well, and at that point, the blue check mark doesn't mean shit.
And that's what I wanted to talk about.
Like, anybody can have it.
Exactly. So how does it benefit you if anybody can just buy it?
Yeah.
It used to mean that you were verified and that it meant something. That's the reason certain people got it.
Exactly.
Now, if you can just buy it, it means nothing.
Exactly. Yeah.
It doesn't. What's going to happen to you now that you got a check? You bought the blue check mark. Do you think like John Cena's going to hit you up? You know, that's a person with a check mark too. I don't understand what's behind it. Like if you're looking for security, okay, that's completely fine. I just don't understand why you'd pay $14 a month for an Instagram page unless it's like a business page where you have money transferring somehow or something like that. You know, like for like an average person like you or I to just have a blue check mark and then be like, well, I want for security. It's like, I don't believe you.
Yeah,
I don't believe you.
Yeah, no, I feel like it's mostly people. Same reason, you know, like they, just the very materialistic type person. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. But you guys, let us know what you think about this blue check mark thing. Are you for it or are you not for it? I want to know.
I would say that like like people would have done that a little while back, right? Like when it was more exclusive, right? Yeah. I get that. But then now it's just open to the public. People still holding on to like that means something, but it doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean?
Not that it's for sale now. Not that anybody can get it at a pretty basic monthly subscription price.
It's like, well, I don't know. That's not a great analogy. But like, you know, if you got like a speakeasy or something, you got to fucking have a password and very exclusive and everything. And you go there and you're one of the handful of people and it's great and it's awesome and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden they just start letting everybody in. It's like, well, what the fuck am I even coming here for then?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. No, I agree. It doesn't hold any value anymore.
No.
You know, but I mean, they're
$14.99.
That kind, it holds a monetary value to Meta, but I'm just curious
They're
as to
just
what
trying to get money from you, man.
What the public think about that? Because I'm pretty sure most people are like, that's ridiculous for them to charge anything for that. It means nothing. But there's also going to be people out there who are like for it.
Sure.
And I want to hear their side.
I can understand that from like a business perspective, right? Because then you're like, quote unquote verified, right? So like if you are reaching out to a potential client or something, then they can see, boom, that, okay, this is a real legit business that I'm talking to, I'm dealing with. But yeah, just like my neighbor, you know, like what do you need a blue check mark for?
And I mean, don't get me wrong, it might not just be like a personal account that can get it. Maybe you do have to have, because when you can change your account profile on Instagram, you can be a business, content, digital creator, a bunch of different stuff. So maybe if it's not a personal account, that's the way you can buy it. Maybe if it's just like fucking Joe Schmo who has a personal account, maybe that's not offered to them. But if they switched over to this is a business account, then you could probably buy it. I bet you that's how it is.
Maybe, but I also don't put it past them to like, just they'll take anybody's money.
Exactly. You know what I mean? At this point, if they're selling it, it's so dumb. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's such a ripoff of them to do it because there's people that are going to buy it thinking that it means something.
Well, exactly, right. And then not only that, but like, okay, you've made this available. Anybody could just get it now, whatever. How long before all the bots get it?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, it's really not going to mean anything in another year or so when anybody can get it. Anybody already can get it, but like
the people who don't have blue check marks will almost be more verified.
Yeah, exactly.
At some point, you know,
because it's like, you know, for a fact, eventually the bots are going to get it.
Yeah, no, it's weird. I don't know. Instagram's weird sometimes, but like, I think that's such a scammy ripoff, fucking scumbaggy thing. It's like scam. You guys already make so much money, like unfathomable money.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like,
It's just like, okay, all right.
I don't know.
But the people that are out there, I don't want to talk shit and be like, hey, you're stupid for buying that. Like
there probably are very legit reasons to get it.
I agree.
But just for like a average everyday person, like you don't need that.
Yeah, I can understand a business.
And not only that, but then that gets rid of all the exclusivity of the blue check mark, right? So I'm sure they're just going to create something new for the celebrities or something. You'll have a double check mark or something.
It absolutely, you know what I mean? Will be something else. And it won't even be announced. The people that have the original blue check mark will get a message and being like, you're changing to a gold goose.
A gold check mark or something,
exactly.
Right?
And that's probably what's going to happen.
And then so it's like, boom, now you just got duped because now those people
you just gave them $15 a month for 2 years.
And now you're giving them $15 fucking dollars a month, man. Just to be in the same boat that you're already in.
Yeah, man. And they'll probably do some shit like that. I won't be surprised.
Yeah.
But
then the bots are gonna get it, and the golden geese are gonna get some golden eggs. You know what I mean? Like,
oh man, yeah. It's what a scammy thing. If you're out there and you're paying for it, and it's not legitimately for a business, stop paying for it. Save your money, man.
Yeah.
I mean, really, if it's not benefiting you in any positive way, why are you giving them your money?
And like the people who are already following you, they already know that it's you.
Yeah.
They don't need that verified thing was because fucking
there was 19 fucking
Scarlett
The Rocks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's like that one is like, no, this is actually him.
Yeah. Is there a bunch of Mary Jo Parkers out there that's pretending to be you?
Exactly.
You and your fucking potato salad recipe? No.
They're trying to steal it.
Yeah.
No, exactly, right? So now you're just paying them $15 a month to be in the same fucking boat.
Yeah.
Right? People who follow you already know that that's you.
Yeah, if you think it's benefiting you, if you don't have a business, or it's not going to benefit you, you're just losing money. You should put that towards something better.
Yeah.
I mean, if I don't know. Like, let's say if there's any artists out there and they're paying for that and it's not benefiting you, like, and in one way or another, take that $15 a month and use it to make promotions on Instagram for your music or something. You could use it in a better way, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, just even in that sense, right? Before that was the case and it was available to anybody, like if I saw like a band I liked or a rapper or something, an artist that I liked on Instagram, it was like the blue check didn't sell me on it.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't, so it's like it's not enhancing anything for you, in my opinion. Like
if
people like what you do, they're gonna follow you.
Yeah.
Regardless of a fucking blue check or not.
Yeah. The fact, I mean, bottom line is if anybody can buy it, it has no validity.
Exactly.
It means nothing now.
Exactly.
It's like, hope you don't pay for it for too long.
Yeah.
That's all I can say about the blue check mark.
So the old blue check marks are going to become gold check marks. And then they're going to eventually make it to where everybody has to get the blue check mark. And They're going to sell it as like, that way it'll be less, bots or whatever the case may be.
It'll be more secure.
So now you got to pay $15 a month to use Instagram.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Which I will not be doing.
No, fuck no.
No.
I won't pay anything to use any social media app. They can suck a ball sack, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, 100%. Like, no way. No.
Because it's so ingrained into society now.
Mm-hmm.
Social media is.
Oh, there would be...
They're at a point to where they could put that ultimatum down and people are still going to fucking do it.
Oh, a ton of people will.
Because it's such a big part. Like, I have no problems if that happens, cutting ties completely with social media.
I have an email address.
Exactly. Exactly.
Call me.
Exactly.
FaceTime me.
Yeah, send me a fax.
Yeah. I'll get a printer. I'll get a printer /fax. Hook it right up to my landline.
Give me a wire transfer.
I'll get a home line phone number for my fax machine.
Yeah. But no, exactly, right? They're at that point to where they could just put that ultimatum out there and more people, I feel like, are going to stay than would leave.
Oh, absolutely. And they would make a fucking killing, and it's disgusting.
And then you're paying $15 at first, and then 10 years down the line, you're paying $30, $40.
Yeah, you're paying $15 a month to see the same shit over and over while you're scrolling through.
When Netflix first popped, we were paying $8?
Dude, it was less than that, dude. I think I was paying $4.99 for 3-4 years.
It's like $20 now.
Yeah, no, it's definitely up there, which is fucked up because I feel like just getting fake email addresses and doing the promotion every year every year they have a promotion where like it's $7.99 for the next 12 months. And I'm like, dude, I'm about to fake you motherfuckers out right now.
Yep.
I mean, honestly, it is a ripoff because they do have those deals every year being like, oh, if you're a new subscriber, it's only $8 for the next 12 months. Mm-hmm. But if you've had it for 5 years, you're paying $19.99 now for the same shit.
Yeah, I've been a loyal goddamn customer.
Give me the discount, charge them the most.
Exactly.
I've been paying for you should be hooking me up. I should be getting family discount.
Yep.
25% off.
Well, the thing that irritates me is a lot of us, myself included, when it all this happened, that was you cut that cable bill out. At the time, I was paying like $150 for Dish or whatever I had at the time. So fuck that. Get rid of that bill. Now my entertainment bill or whatever is only like what, $30-$40? Mm-hmm. Like Hulu, Netflix, whatever, all that stuff adds up to like $40-$50.
Yeah, you're like,
now you have all of those, and it's like the same as the fucking cable bill was. So it's like I might as well just get cable then at that point.
Yeah, seriously, it's like
you can watch sports, you know.
Exactly. Half the shit that you want to see you can't really see.
Yeah.
Like anytime I'm like, oh, I wonder if this movie's up there. Go onto my TV and just type it into the Roku because it has every single app ever that exists. And it's like, yeah, we got that movie, $14.99, $7. I'm like, what the fuck do I pay for you? Why?
Well, and that's the thing is like,
so I can watch fucking House of Cards from 12 years ago. Get the fuck out of here.
No, and then it's like every football season or the NBA playoffs are about to start. Actually, they started today. It's like, okay, I
get to pay for a channel.
Well, so NBA is a little bit easier to maneuver because it's on a lot more different networks, so you can get lucky here and there.
TBS.
But fucking NFL is just ridiculous, and it's like I'm not gonna pay you $50 a month sling. In order to watch football, I just go on and fucking pirate it. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, cool, now I'm just like a part of the problem, I guess. But also like fucking...
They're a part of the problem.
My computer is just probably riddled with viruses from doing it, you know? Yeah. But it's just like, I don't care. I'm trying to watch this Niners game.
Football used to be free. It used to be on fucking ABC.
And if you pay for cable, it still is. But then if you don't, that's where they're fucking you.
Well, some of the games are. There's a lot of games you have to go to. You have to have the NFL package to see a bunch of them.
So like here we watch Niner... I'm sure they probably still show Raider games, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, it's the same thing if you were...
Well, yeah, anything like Arizona games, like anything around here they'll show.
Yeah. But like you're watching... Specific market, you're stuck in your market.
Absolutely. Same thing with watching the Giants.
Yeah.
The New York Giants play, you're like, well, we have to get the NFL package for this Sunday.
Same thing with the NBA, because I'm a Trailblazers fan, so unless it's a national televised game, like game of the night or week or whatever, like I can't watch them. Like, I think they show like Golden State and like,
of course,
Kings games and stuff. Anything that's close, but if it's out of market like Portland, we don't get them here, unless it's like like on TNT, it's the game of the week or whatever. And then you got to go pay this absurd fucking price for it, and it's like, why don't I just pay for cable in that instance, and then just watch it? I'll have the channel that it's on and just watch it.
Yeah, seriously, it's a catch-22. I mean, they're a business for a reason.
Yeah,
they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But it's fucked up because they're making so much money. It's like, why do you have to keep being more greedy? Like, just let everybody pay fucking the $11.99 for Netflix and leave it that.
Yeah. That's like fucking Walmart building cases against people for stealing shit. Did you see that? Any of that stuff?
No.
Yeah, so like they have like a camera system in the self-checkouts, right? Because pandemic hit, all of us are just hurting for money, everything. We're all pissed off that you guys won't fucking hire cashiers and make us do your job for you.
Absolutely.
I'll do that to get out of there faster a lot of the times, but I'm doing your job for you, right?
100%,
We've had this conversation before.
It's annoying.
So people are just stealing shit, and it's...
I've gotten a few cases of water for free.
Exactly. Diapers aren't cheap. They are when you forget them on the bottom of the cart, though.
Surprisingly, that's where everything that you forget is down.
Yeah, it's crazy. You would think by now I would look to think down there, but just every time I just keep going. But no, so they got a little camera system in the thing. It shows you while you're doing it. It'll show you, right? If you pay with the card, it will track your card, and basically they can tell when you're not scanning something. And then so what they've been doing is they just are slowly building cases against people. And once you get above that threshold,
the legal threshold,
then they subpoena you in the mail.
And press charges.
They took some like fucking 90-year-old lady to court in Arizona or some crazy shit like that.
She's going to die soon. Get a fucking life.
And it's all because like...
Walmart, you can afford it.
Exactly. Like they went
You can afford it.
I don't know the exact numbers, but it was something like... It was like I don't know, they had like a $3 billion loss basically from theft, right? mean, that's $3 billion, but you still made fucking $32 billion or whatever it is. Like, you're doing just fine.
You are fine.
You're not hiring employees. And when you are, you're not paying them shit.
No.
Like, it's all going into the pockets of the execs. Like, you guys are doing okay.
Yeah, you're doing just fine.
Like,
you don't have to worry about it.
You're jacking. And, like, I wouldn't have to steal it if you were charging me something reasonable, too.
Mm-hmm.
You try to charge me, like, fucking $40 for a box of diapers?
Yeah, you're like, seriously.
Nope.
I'll return them with all the shits in them to you. Fuck off.
I got a return for you here.
Dude, that'd be the just returning box of diapers full of shit.
Sir, these are used. No, I don't. That's what I said when I opened it.
Yeah, I was like, man, these are shitty diapers. That's why I came back.
Yeah, that's crazy. Can I get my money back?
I mean, you could legitimately be like, if you'd already had a box full of shit diapers, you could bring it back like 3 hours later and be like, look at my receipt. I bought these 3 hours ago.
What
you think my son shit 42 times in 3 hours?
It's not even possible.
Yeah.
All right.
You got some pranksters going on in here. I want my money back. Mm-hmm. Or can I just get some free diapers? And just forever recycled diapers. Oh, fuck that. Fuck Walmart.
But yeah, instead of like hiring some more cashiers, you're just going to hire people to fucking stand at the door and check your receipt.
Yeah, exactly.
Which irritates the shit out of me.
We have talked about this. I just walk past them.
I'll like do a little flash of the receipt. Like I have one.
Yeah. Or I'll give them the receipt and I'll just keep walking. They're like, what's your receipt? I'm like, I'm not returning it. I'm not going to have this milk and bring it back.
Yeah.
And I just keep walking. I'm buying groceries.
Yeah.
I can understand if you got someone with a cart full of electronics and shit, maybe.
100%, right?
But it's like, I'm not returning any of this shit. This is food. Yeah. It's going to my house. I'm going to make dinner. Yeah. Have the receipt. Keep it. I don't give a shit. Like, I'm not standing here so this 93-year-old man who's about to fucking die tries to read a tiny print. And the shit they write on there is ridiculous. It's not like 1 gallon of milk. It's like all encrypted and shit. You think that dude knows what's going on? He looks at it and he's like,
I'm sure they expect
having a brain
to.
aneurysm, dude. Like, fuck,
I'm sure they expect him to.
Yeah, dude. That dude, he barely fucking woke up this morning.
Exactly.
Like,
it just made me think, though, you just like buy some steaks, bring them home, cook them, like you fuck them up for some reason or whatever. You just bring them back. Like, I opened them up. They were fucking fully cooked, man. Somebody just, this is well done. I don't eat my steaks like this.
I don't want lunch meat.
No, what the hell? This is...
Just start returning everything.
Oh, fucking Walmart.
Yeah, no, fuck them, dude. Yeah. They're greedy, like sons of bitches. I mean, it's corporate America, but it's like, got to be reasonable. That's why, I mean, I'm almost down with just canceling my Hulu and fucking paying the $7.99 with a new email address. How else do they know?
Yeah.
Use a different card. I'll use my lady's card.
There you go. And then next time you re it up, you use your card, just bounce back and forth. That's not a terrible idea.
I mean, you got to get over it somehow, right? It's like, come on, you're going to charge me $17.99 a month for Hulu, and then charge $10 less for someone who hasn't had it yet.
Yeah. The biggest hack around all of that is just like my family, like one of us each has one of them, and then we just share passwords. But they're going to start cutting down on that too.
Oh, they definitely are. We do that with a few things. Like Hannah came home, she was like, "Oh, my coworker." And so we have like Disney Plus because of her coworker.
Yep.
And her profile's up there with her family. Yeah. It's like, all right. It's been like that for like 2 years.
Yeah.
It's cool as shit. You know, it's like, all right. And I mean, what do you expect when they're trying to charge an arm and a leg?
Yeah.
It's like, no matter what they do, people will always figure out a way around it some way or another.
And normally, like, I've had weird profiles like pop up on mine, like somebody might have hacked it or something. And I'm just like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
I don't care, man. Just fucking watch it.
It's like a French family, dude. Have you seen that little TikTok that went around where like the French family like hacked into their this other family's like Netflix.
Okay.
And they just let them do it. They were looking at all the weird stuff they were watching, and they've kept it for a couple of years. And it just says the weird French people, and they just let them.
They're cool with that. They're like, yeah,
100%.
We are the weird French people.
Yeah, 100%. And it's all French movies. They use like a VPN. They're like in France. All the movies they have are all in French and shit. It like went viral. I was like, that's awesome.
I would be like, yeah. There's only one time I've ever like kicked anybody off, and it was when my ex-girlfriend and I split up, and at first I didn't care until I started seeing like fucking shitty ass action movies that you're like, she's not watching.
I know you.
Yeah,
I know you're not over here watching Riddick.
Yeah,
fuck out of here.
You're not over here watching The Expendables. You know?
Seriously, 2 and 3. Get out of here. You didn't marathon those.
So I was like, nope, cancel that one.
100%.
Like, get the fuck out of here.
No, rightfully so.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's the only time I've ever canceled somebody.
I mean, is he wrong, folks?
Oh, fuck no, I'm not wrong.
Let's say, I mean, if you break up with a lady and you're like, nice, okay, yeah, we share Netflix still, but then you start seeing fucking Channing Tatum fucking movies and shit, and you're like, yeah, I know she's not watching 21 Jump Street over here.
No.
You know, her name's not Jeff. Wouldn't you cancel it too? No, I'd cancel it and send a text and be like, tell dude to fuck off.
I think I did text her. I can't remember, but dude, I think
that cancellation goes with the text. I would have been like, this is your Netflix provider.
Yeah,
fuck off.
Exactly. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, it was obviously, I don't know, 6-7 years ago or whatever. But yeah, still. Like
that deservedly comes with a text message. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Disrespect over here.
Right. That's what I felt like. Like, you're going to have the new mans over there?
Yeah. And then
on my Netflix?
Yeah, like, come on.
Like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
That's not happening.
Hey, fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
All the way.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, no, that's cold.
You can start paying.
That's cold of her to even be like, well, what?
Yeah.
But,
I really liked that movie, though.
I'm sure you did. Yeah. Sure. Because when we tried to watch it, you were like, that movie was so dumb. I wanted to see Sylvester Stallone break his neck in Expendables 1.
Right? I was like, fucking A, man. I've never seen you watch First Blood ever. Yeah.
God damn it.
Fucking
you don't even like Rambo.
You don't even like the Stallones.
You don't love Sly like I do.
Just over here watching The Kickboxer. Like,
you're like, hold on a second. Since when do you like Jean? Claude.
Fucking poser.
Bloodsport? Exactly. Wait, what? Come on now.
Yeah. As soon as I saw that, I was like, nope.
Yeah, no, that's fucking hilarious,
Fuck
dude.
off.
That's so funny. Yeah, dude, for the longest time, I grew up without cable or anything like that anyways. Yeah. So it was like, I never gave a shit about it until like, I started dating Hannah.
Yeah.
And then she was like, oh, we should get Netflix. I'm like, whatever. Then I was like, oh yeah. And then we just, shit, when we first got it, I watched everything. All of the fucking Breaking Bads were coming out, like...
Oh, dude, and Netflix was just popping.
It was
back
killing
then,
it, dude. For like several years, it was just crushing everything.
They've fallen off hard.
It was like $6 a month, and it was all the dopest fucking shows, dude. Like,
and all their originals were dope. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, they were killing it super hard.
It was amazing. And then,
now they got like Stranger Things.
Dude, I pay for a bunch. Like, we pay for a bunch of them besides like the 2 we get for free, and I don't ever watch them. Although I never use them, dude.
We have been using Netflix lately. We've been, especially because the final season's about to hit next week, so we're getting caught up. But Better Call Saul, so we're just fucking amazing. That whole universe is so goddamn fucking good, dude. It's not even funny.
Yeah, it's really well done.
Oh yeah.
You know, I like the way that they can utilize prequel shit to an amazing show like Breaking Bad. Yeah. Like, it's so the way they can utilize a character. Because he was such a good character in it. Yeah. Like, I don't think he was originally supposed to be a very long-lasting character.
I think he was supposed to be like 1 or 2 episodes.
Yeah, but I mean, he's great, dude.
So good.
Yeah, he's a fucking really good actor, too.
And Better Call Saul is fucking amazing.
Yeah, it is, definitely.
Just character depth, just the writing, everything is so goddamn good.
Yeah, no,
and then did you watch El Camino?
I did watch that, yeah.
That was pretty fucking good, too.
I thought that was pretty good, too. I liked it.
Walter White just destroyed everybody.
He's pretty thuggy.
In his wake.
Yeah, he went out pretty savagely. Yeah. I mean, he turned into like a real fucking gangster.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And a lot of people didn't, they're like, oh, after like the 4th season, it sucked. And I'm like, well, I stand by in saying that whole series is good.
That whole entire series is probably, in my opinion, top 3 shows of all time.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think it stands up there with Sopranos. You know what? People are probably going to kill me for this, but I never even saw the end of Sopranos. I didn't even watch the last season.
I've never even watched it.
I just remember when the last season happened, people were like, it ended like that? I don't even know how it ended. I still don't know how it ended.
I do remember that. I never watched it.
I did. I loved it, dude. I liked it so... I was late on it to where... this is going to fucking date me, but Blockbuster was still open, and you can go rent DVDs.
Yep.
And you can go rent a season at a time.
Yep.
And it was like 7 seasons in or something like that. It was like, and I was way behind. So we went and rented all the fucking seasons.
Binged them up.
And then I didn't watch the last few or whatever. And I don't know how it ends. I have no idea.
I have no idea.
Hey,
I'm guessing somebody dies.
Give me a spoiler alert. Yeah. Well, what I thought is that what I heard was that like he wakes up like it was all a dream.
Oh, that's a shit end then. If that's how it ends, that's a shit end.
But I could be wrong. So
yeah,
folks, help me out here because I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's got to be Breaking Bad style where he just
how does The Sopranos end?
Goes out like a gangster.
You got to, man. Yeah. If you're going to end it, it's got to be savage.
Yes.
Got to be savagery.
Yes.
You know? I mean, I thought it was going to be over when he like went out into the wilderness and was living in the fucking forest in the snow forever.
Yeah, see, I've never even watched it. I have no idea.
No, I'm talking about Breaking Bad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, why is he?
Yeah, I totally thought he was just gonna die in the cabin. Yeah, but like, no, he's like, no, I'm gonna come back and I'm still gonna fuck everybody up and just.
I got some vengeance.
Yeah, I just saw because they just did for a Super Bowl commercial. They revised the characters or whatever for that thing. I was reading an interview from the dude who plays Tuco, and because they've all pretty much at this point been like, yeah, we're done with. We're not doing this anymore. You know what I mean? But the dude who plays Tuco was like, yeah, and I like it's physically and mentally exhausting to play Tuco. Because he is just boiling on the edge at all moments in time, even when he's just sitting there calmly underneath the surface, he's ready to just fucking explode. And the guy was like, it's really hard to do that. You know, I was like, I totally get it, man. Yeah.
But that's every character that guy plays.
I can't think of anything else he's in.
He's in Training Day. You ever had your shit pushed in?
That is him.
He plays that character in every single fucking role. But playing it for a whole series has got to be exhausting instead of 20 minutes.
Because Tuco is fucking terrifying.
And he's always just, he gives me anxiety. Yeah. Like watching him, like, I've been around people like that. Yeah. Where you're like, this guy, we're going to jail with this guy for sure. Just because we're with him.
Exactly.
Like, we're definitely going to jail.
But
He's
if we do, at least, like, I'm with him. So, like,
that's
the only
thing. You're like, it's like, well, he'll fucking bite someone's face off, so it's cool. Yeah, no, it's like,
Tuco. But to that, we just went off on a Breaking Bad tangent, but that's fine.
Anyways.
Even though Tuco is terrifying, like, the Chicken Man is 100 times more terrifying.
Definitely.
Because he just flips like that. Like, he's super nice, and then he's going to fucking stab you in your face.
Yeah, when he slices fucking what's-his-face's throat with a box cutter.
Yep.
Super G. Just blood all over him. And the way he just, like, always cleans himself. Like, when he
he's just so calm
when he goes down to Mexico and poisons everybody and shit, and then he just goes into the bathroom and takes his shirt off all straight-faced and makes himself throw up and shit. It's like, hey, psychopath.
Yep.
Dude plays great fucking. I mean, that's why this show's great. All the characters are really, really deep.
Phenomenal.
And everybody who plays the characters are amazing at it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, that's the reason that it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And plus, Bill Burr's in it.
Bill Burr is in it.
And he
still had hair.
Dude, it's so funny. Yeah. He plays. People forget that he's such a great actor. You got to give him credit. He's in The Mandalorian. Like he's.
That's one I need to watch. I haven't watched Mandalorian yet.
I fucking don't know shit about Star Wars. Yeah. But he's got like action figures of his character and shit.
That's dope.
It's fucking cool, dude. Yeah. It's really fucking cool. For just being some ginger.
Yep.
Anyways, we'll stop talking about that stuff.
Yeah, it's fine. But also comment and let us know how fucking amazing Breaking Bad is, as if we didn't know already.
Yeah. If you like it, let us know. If you don't like it, let us know.
Yeah.
I got hit up the other day. I wanted to talk about this. I got hit up by someone on Instagram, some younger kid from somewhere in the UK. He messaged me.
Okay.
And he's like, "Do you wanna give each other feedback on each other's music?" And I didn't respond to him at first. I was like, and I went and looked at his page. I'm like, oh, he's a real person. He's got a check.
Okay.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
He's got the blue check. All right, we're good. We're good.
No, but he's like a younger kid. And so I clicked his link, went to his Spotify, and I read his little profile. And what he put is like young kid who's British. And the way he spelled it was BRI''ISH, British. I was like, all right, I kind of like him already.
Sense of humor.
So I listened to his music, and it's young. He's like, you can tell he's definitely young and new, but it's not what you would think it would be being like a younger. I think he's like maybe still in high school or just got out of high school. He's like 18 maybe.
Okay.
It's not bad. Like he's going somewhere. It's original. He's doing like what he wants. So I listened to a couple songs and I wrote him back. I didn't write back, oh yeah, let's listen to each other's music. I just wrote him back what I thought of it.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, dude, thank you so much. You're like one of the only people that actually like I can tell is listen to my songs. Because I asked him, I was like, can I ask why you don't use heavy autotune? Most people your age are so heavy on autotune, and you're doubling up your notes and tripling your notes and like trying to sing and make it more layered than using autotune.
Yeah.
And he was like, he's really cool. His name's Mackie. It's Maccy.
Okay.
He's a really cool kid. And we had a conversation back and forth. And then when I was on his Spotify, I noticed he had like 1,300 monthly listeners. And I asked him, I'm like, are those authentic or do you buy them? And he goes, what I've been doing, what has helped me is I reach out to people like you and they listen to my music, whether it's one song or not, that adds a monthly listener.
That's genius, actually.
So he has this way to build his monthly listeners authentically in a way. They're not bots or anything like that. And I thought it was a really cool way to do it.
That's genius, man.
You gotta be willing to have some people be like, oh, your shit fucking sucks or whatever, because there's gonna be a lot of assholes out there that don't even listen to your music or whatever. But in a way, you can get people to authentically listen to your music. You just have to take the time. It's like almost like hand-to-hand selling CDs type of way.
That's exactly what it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I thought it was really cool, and not a lot of people do that nowadays, especially younger cats.
Yeah.
He's like trying to take the time. I don't even know how the fuck he found me.
Yeah.
I didn't even ask him that. I don't know how he found my profile, but he did somehow.
Yeah.
However, I don't know if it was Reels or however, but we don't have any friends in common. But I told him, like, your shit's pretty good. You got a new listener, man. I'm going to keep checking your shit out.
That really is a genius way to do it. You get authentic listeners.
And he was authentic about it. He wasn't like, check my shit out.
Yeah,
He's like, you want to critique each other's music?
Yeah.
And he listened to my shit too.
I was going to say, did he get back to you?
I told him, I said, my solo stuff is different than my group stuff. If you can check out both and see what you like. My stuff is pretty emo and kind of dark.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I like emo stuff. Like, I like old, like the Unplugged album from Nirvana. You can tell he's young because he's like, but he listened to it and the song he liked was Falling and Let's Go.
Okay.
He's like, those two songs are dope. He's like, that Falling song, he's like, that beat sounds like, I don't know what he said. And I was like, I can understand that because I think it was a type beat when I bought it. It was like
okay.
Whatever fucking new age rapper type beat, but it didn't sound like whoever it was. That's why I bought it.
Go ahead and check it out and listen, and also Falling featuring Melancholy.
Yeah, absolutely. So it was pretty cool. I thought that was a pretty unique way.
I've never heard of that actually. So that's really is genius. And if you have the balls to go and do that, then like you have thick enough skin to you have to go into that knowing that you're gonna get some.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck responses back. You know?
I mean, I imagine the amount of bullshit he gets, you know.
100%.
It's probably 10% okay responses.
It's genius, really, in my opinion. Like, it's
and it shows,
smart.
like, the old school style hustle that people don't have anymore.
Uh-huh.
With everything being right at your fingertips and where you can just DM people. People are so fucking lazy.
Yeah.
You know, we get hit up by people being like, oh, hey, well, I want to be on the podcast.
Put me on your podcast, bro.
Yeah. So what I do now is say, send me a link of your music and a short bio. It doesn't have to be a bio that's something you write it fucking as the DM.
Yeah.
Let me know a little bit about you and send me some of your music so I have something to go off of. If you're like, hey, I want to be on the podcast and you want me to go do a bunch of research on you just to then be like, okay, I'm not going to.
Yeah. No,
I've got other shit going on.
Yeah.
Do a little bit of work for yourself. This gentleman is doing shit like that.
Exactly.
You know, people don't do shit like that anymore.
Especially from that generation, too, because they don't really like criticism.
No, and they're
all the dopest thing that's
lack of a better
walked.
word, they're really entitled.
Yeah.
They think they're the shit and they don't think they should have to do anything.
My boys think that I'm the best rapper that they've ever heard.
Yeah, no, and this cat was very genuine, and I was like, that's a really fucking cool way to gain potential new listeners and fans.
That's a great idea. I think it's an amazing idea, really.
Mm-hmm.
It's only going to help you.
Yeah, and it takes, you have to spend time, like, you have to go find people to fucking message, like, I don't know what he found in common with me to where he thought he could message me and it would work, but it did.
It's the same thing.
And it's not even music we would listen to.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, but I like it because I can tell he's genuine.
Sure.
Like, he's authentic. And I'm like, all right, cool, dude. He's going to grow and be something pretty cool, I think.
That, just like you're saying, that's the exact equivalent of standing on the street corner and trying to hand out CDs, and then you're going to get people who blow right past you, don't say anything, people who are just going to troll you right there, and then people who actually give you a genuine, honest listen and feedback. It's the same exact thing, just digitally.
Absolutely.
So it's a fucking great idea.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool, and I was like, a lot of these younger kids can take a note out of that guy's book. You know?
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool, youngsters. Other than that, we can go ahead and take a break real quick.
Let's fucking take a break, man.
Take a break, and then we'll come back and do a little top 5 and then our review.
Bam.
Bang, bang, bong.
Structure.
All right, we are back. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful break like we did.
Yeah.
And we told you we're going to be a little bit more structured. We're going to try to be. So we decided to do a top 5. It might change every time. Might not be top 5. Might be something else. But right now we're doing a top 5. And I text Melancholy, and I thought, we'd list the top 5 live performances that we've seen personally. Because we've been to a lot of shows other than opening for people and playing them. We've also been to a lot of shows as well.
Attended as fans.
Yes, exactly. Sometimes I've even opened on the shows that I've attended as fans. Yep. One of them I have here. If you want, I'll let you kick it off since I'm the one that gave the suggestion.
Top to bottom? Bottom to top.
However you want. You can start from 5 to 1.
I'll start with my 5. So top 5 show that I've seen. And this one basically could have been switched out, I feel, because I got some honorable mentions. This spot could have been switched out with any of those, but I think that because this was a bucket list show for me, I gave it the 5 spot. But Death Cab for Cutie at GSR. It's fucking amazing.
Absolutely.
They played all the hits, played all the deep cuts. We went to that show together.
Mm-hmm.
Libs was with us as well.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to drink some Blue Moons. It was like drinking a fucking cup of bread.
Dude, Blue Moons are the worst.
So we switched to like whiskey.
Absolutely.
And had a great fucking night, man. They killed it. It was an amazing show. And
absolutely.
Like very, especially with like live bands and stuff, like there's always like, it's not exactly how you hear in the record, right? Because they're playing it live. So maybe a missed chord here or whatever. They were fucking spot on.
So
they hit every single, his voice was just like on the record. Everything. It was fucking spot on. It was great. It was an amazing show, I thought.
No, I agree. Definitely.
That's my 5.
All right. That's your 5.
Yeah.
That's your number 5?
Yep.
Top or bottom?
That's my number. So I'm going the other way with it. So that was my bottom of my 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's pretty good. I'm excited to hear the other ones then. Damn. The bottom one for me, and it's only because I've never got to see this artist perform in a large venue with like a huge crowd, is Sapient.
Okay.
Huge fan of Sapient. I've seen him perform fucking, 15 or 20 times.
Yep.
And I've seen him perform like when he's sick. When we went on tour with him, he's sick as fuck. And he's like still just like rapping like crazy. But I think the best time that I saw him perform is the first time he went on tour and started playing guitar. And it was at Singer Social Club. And he had that crazy white electric acoustic guitar. And John Sleeves was playing like an SP808. And he's singing falsetto and playing the guitar, and like it was just like something completely different because I seen him rap 100 times before that, and I think
I opened that show.
I was gonna say we both played that show.
Yeah.
But just to watch him kind of grow as an artist and being a fan of him, like I definitely fanboy out. Like I'll be up front fucking singing his shit. But his music is so fucking good,
and
dude.
He's the coolest dude.
Yeah, he's super nice, and so he was I always said I'd love to see him play like a festival or something like that. Like he deserves to go on tour opening for like a big headliner.
Sure,
he deserves huge shows, and he never really. I don't think he ever really got that opportunity, offered that opportunity,
Or if he was, he just didn't take it.
Yeah. But amazing artist, and I thought his shit was amazing. From being a rapper who made beats, Graffiti Head, to playing the guitar and like singing falsetto and shit live.
Yep.
Fucking sick, dude.
Yeah.
So that was my number 5.
You can't go wrong with that.
No, I don't think so.
So my number 4, I don't know if you're familiar with these guys, but it's one of my all-time favorite bands. And I saw them in Portland, and I was living there at the time, just happened to be coming home, forgot the show was happening. We saw the marquee, fucking just got in line, got some tickets, saw it. But Say Anything. And it's like, it's kind of, I don't want to like label them as emo, but people kind of put them in that lane a little bit because they started popping right around that time. But they have like Alive with the Glory of Love. why can't I remember the name of that song? But anyways, one of my favorite bands of all time. Got to see them and they fucking killed it. The openers were amazing. That's where I saw Harvard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
okay.
It was just an amazing show. They fucking tore it down. And they've, at that point, had, I don't know, 4 or 5 albums under their belt. So, again, they played all of the good ones. They played the deep cuts that I fucking love. Like, all around. It was an amazing show.
That's always great.
So, I would say that's my number 4 right there.
Nice. I'll probably get some hate on this. Simply because I have this as like I almost wasn't even going to put it on here just because it's so cliche, but Atmosphere. Mm-hmm. I've seen so many times in so many different places. The most recent time I saw him was one of the better times.
Yeah.
For a few different reasons. I mean, I saw him on the very first time I saw him. He was on tour for You Can't Imagine How Much Fun We're Having, mm-hmm. and POS was opening for him, and it was great. It was the first time I ever got to like see a show out. I was in San Francisco.
Yep.
I was getting a drink underage because in the crowd they just walk around taking orders.
Nice.
They don't even need ID.
Yeah.
So that was amazing.
Did you have the X's on the hands or anything?
They didn't fucking mark us or anything.
All right.
Yeah. No, it was pretty tight. It was at the Fillmore, and that was amazing. But I was like so young and so drunk that I don't think I enjoyed it really. This last time, I've been a fan of Atmosphere for so long. Seen him a bunch of times. I've seen him in Vegas and San Francisco and Santa Cruz and Reno. This last time was in Lake Tahoe, and Hubbard, shout out Hubbard, hooked me up with really good free tickets.
Nice.
I mean, pit tickets, mad expensive tickets for free.
Those aren't cheap.
And we were right up front, and there's not a lot of people down there, so we were right fucking there.
Nice.
And it was just really cool because he gave this speech about like, everybody likes to party.
Yep.
Enjoy yourself. Watch out for your friends who do coke. He's talking about fentanyl and shit. It was really fucking like heartwarming. And then he just goes into like the dopest fucking song. It's like fucking God Loves Ugly. Immediately drops. He played every single song you want to hear. He played Spaghetti Straps. He played shit for like off his shit that he doesn't normally play.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this motherfucker knows I'm here.
Yeah.
That's tight. He knows I'm here. Yeah, no, it was really cool. And normally I'd put him higher, but I've seen him so many times, and it's hard for me to be like, oh, he's my number one performer because I've seen some really, really dope shit. He always puts on a solid show. He's old as shit now. He's old and gray, pretty hefty, not as active on stage as he used to be, but he still rips it, and he's still entertaining. And I kind of almost expected to be a little disappointed, maybe. I don't know why, because I went there, and it's just like, I don't know. I just felt like it was just going to be kind of basic. Like I don't like his new music really. Not a big fan of it, as we all know. And he did not focus on like his new shit at all. Like
he knows where the money's at. Right?
Yeah, he knows what the fans want to hear. Yeah. I mean, he's playing obviously God's Bathroom Floor and all of those. Scapegoat. But yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he played all of the good ones. He never misses
Scapegoat. Yeah.
No, trying to find a balance. Yep. Like he played some really dude. But when he started playing like
Sunshine.
Of course. But when he started playing shit off like some of the Sad Clown bad dubs, well, Sunshine is one of them, obviously.
Yeah.
But like,
that's like a later.
Yeah, but Spaghetti Strapped, when he did like one verse off of that, and I was just like, oh my god, dude, nobody knows what the fuck this is. Yeah. Like, dude. And the fact that he remembers what that is, I was like, dude, it made me. That's why I think I was so impressed, because that shit's so old.
And he's got so much music,
dude. He's so prolific.
Yeah.
You go look at his discography, it's fucking stupid, dude.
Yeah, whatever you see on Spotify, there's about 10 or 12
more than that, probably
Sad Clowns or whatever that aren't on there.
Absolutely. Yeah, seriously. I think there's a good 10 or 11 that are not up there.
They got mainly the one that's got Sunshine on it.
They got the seasons. That's like
they got the seasons, and then I think it's
like fall, summer, winter, spring.
And then they got the headshots on there, I believe.
Yeah. But there's another headshots they don't have. Exactly. And they don't have Sad Clown 1 through 12.
Exactly.
There's full albums that are Sad Clown bad dubs. Some of them are EPs, some of them are like 3 songs and an instrumental.
Yep.
Some of them are 8 songs that you've never heard.
Yep.
And that song Spaghetti Strapped, I was just like, holy fucking shit, dude.
That's cool.
It was really cool. So he's my number 4 spot.
He was honorable mention for me.
There you go.
A specific show though, in general. But we can get into that if we have time.
All right. What's your number 3?
My number 3, and this one I almost had at number 1. And it's only because of the first time that I saw them. It's like it's when I first started kind of going to shows, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And had no idea what the scene around here was really like. So like I thought it was going to sell out. I like bought tickets online like an idiot, you know what I mean? It showed. We get there's like 12 people there, but Doomtree at Tonic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Such a fucking good show.
Amazing.
You were there as well, but we didn't know each other at the time.
We got to open for him.
Okay, yeah. See, I remember Locust opening, but that's about it. And then I remember just the fucking mosh pit that was happening and just like all the craziness. It was such a good...
see like Laserbeak and shit, like to see them like on Tonic's tiny ass stage too.
Exactly. And just to see like how hard they were going, regardless that there was like maybe 20 of us there, right?
Yeah, no, it was no joke, 20 people.
And so just to see like Mike still up there just fucking killing it, doing his little dances, like Sims comes out, gets in the mosh pit, fucking my buddy elbowed him in the face, he like pushed him and everything, like
Cecil Otter.
Yeah, Cecil just killing it, everybody, man. The whole crew just put 110 into it, even though they could have easily just phoned it in for the night, got their paycheck, and dipped out, right? Mm-hmm. And I've seen them multiple times since then, but that specific show right there, still just, because it's kind of like my first one, like, while I'm getting into shows and going to shows and everything.
Absolutely.
So that one holds a spot in my heart.
Yeah, that memory of it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, damn. Mine's not that great. Just kidding. It's kind of a weird one, but it's fun.
Oh, you love fun. I forgot about that.
It's because I love the format.
Yeah.
And like right as soon as I started getting into indie shit, like I found the format and Block Party and what is it, a three door cinema club and Death Cab, obviously. Started finding all that shit. I found the format, and they're amazing, and they had this album called Dog Problems or Dog Party. I can't remember. It's one or the other. And I was getting into that shit, and they were already broken up.
Okay.
And then Fun came out, and the lead singer of the format, who writes all the songs and plays the guitar and shit, is the lead singer of Fun.
Okay.
But then Fun got like in the industry buffer, so it was like, okay, like I was like, dude, they're fucking dope. I love his writing. He writes so fucking good.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know if we got free tickets or not, but Hannah and I went and saw him at like the Harrah's in Lake Tahoe. It was an outdoor show.
Okay.
And it was fucking amazing, dude.
Nice.
It was so I didn't know what to expect, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it was really fucking dope. They had big ass screens, obviously, on each side of the stage because there's thousands of people out there.
Yep.
But there was all these different like platforms, and they're all dressed in like black and white tuxedos and shit, and like be a spotlight, and then be the end of the song. And then the song would start and the spotlight would be, and he'd run all the way across the stage and be up on a different fucking platform. Like, it was just a really, really well done fucking show.
Nice.
And they sounded exactly how they sound on the album.
That's
fucking
crazy, dude.
So good. Like him playing the piano and singing like by himself in a spotlight. I was like, it's like some Elton John shit. It was so dope, dude.
He's got a great voice, but for whatever reason, I don't like it.
It's funny because that's exactly what people think. It's like people are like, he's like cilantro. Like, you like it, or it tastes like soap.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like the
love
dude
it,
could sing his ass off.
Yeah, and I love his writing because he rhymes, and I don't know. I like it because it's like
I probably just heard that one song too many times.
Oh, 100%.
And I'm just like, no, fuck it, dude. I don't want to hear his voice anymore.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, but that's my number 3.
That's a good number 3.
It's probably surprising to some people.
Yeah. So now my number 2. You were with me on this one. Traveled to Sacramento. It involves Sapient, but the show in general, my number 2 is Ceschi.
Yep. I was waiting for that.
Number 2 is Ceschi at the Blue Lamp. Ceschi, Sadistic, and Sapient.
Yeah.
And I had no idea who Ceschi was going into it. You had shown me a couple songs. I think you showed me like Firing Squad on the way there or whatever.
Yep.
Nothing could have prepared me for what I was about to see, though.
Yeah,
and
he
just like grabs the guitar and just fucking gets a chair, sits it right in the middle of the floor with everybody, and just starts tearing the fucking house down.
Yeah.
Just like the amount of emotion and heart and everything he puts into it.
Yeah, he can sing without a microphone.
Yeah.
The way he projects his voice and shit, and
it's just fucking amazing.
That one drunk dude in front of us is like falling over drunk, because it was like a punk rock dude. Because he's like very punk rock.
Yeah, which we'll get into.
Yeah, he's folk punk.
But yeah. But that show was fucking amazing. And
it was.
Like obviously Sadistic killed it. Fucking Sapien always kills it. So it was just an amazing show all around. But like not knowing Ceschi at all. And then seeing that, like, I was like, I'm a fan forever now.
It's such a good way to find a new artist, seeing them perform live.
Exactly.
Obviously, the live show should always be better than the album.
And not only that, he came back up on Sadistic set, and they did Firing Squad.
Yeah.
And it's like such a difference, because he goes back and forth, and then on Firing Squad, he's chopping. He just fucking and just murders it so goddamn hard. It's not even funny.
Yeah, he's always been a multi-syllabic rapper like that stands out. He's very much he's a chopper, but in such a different way.
It's so cool. Chopping with melody.
Exactly. He's like singing, but with 9,000 syllables per bar.
Yes.
You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And just so his lyrics are just, and obviously with the reviews, we'll get into it again later, but just it's just, I can't say anything more about how much of a fan I am for Ceschi, you know?
And that was your number two?
That's my number two.
That's a goddamn good number two. My number two is Method Man. Seeing him at Rock the Bells. He's the first person I ever saw walk on the crowd's hands, ever.
Okay,
in like 2006.
Yeah.
And he's like, so I'm about to walk on water, y'all. I need everybody to put their hands up. I'm going to step out onto your hands, and you guys are going to hold me. And it was him and Method Man, or him and Redman.
Okay.
It was like, so the way the set went was Method Man, and then Redman, and then they came out together and did fucking their album together.
Yeah.
So it was super dope. It was during their set, during Rockwild, and he just comes out, and he's just walking on top of people, rapping his verse. And I was probably like, I don't know, 50 or 60 rows back.
Yeah.
And I'd never seen anything like that. I was like, holy fuck. I've seen like crowd surfing and shit.
Yep.
He, as far as I'm concerned, he's the first person to ever fucking do that.
Yeah.
I'd never seen it before, never heard of it before, and after that, I started seeing it, but it was the sickest thing ever, dude.
Yeah.
And it was like, I don't know, I was like, are these motherfuckers in on this? How the hell, like, how do you hold a person up with his shoe? It's so crazy to me, because you're
with gotta trust, it's gonna,
and he's just, and he was out there, like mad far away from the stage, not like a step or two. He's walking on these motherfuckers' heads and shit, like rapping. It was the craziest thing I've seen. And I saw Aesop Rock there, and like but that was just something different.
Yeah.
Like the way that it wasn't like a 5-minute thing where he's like, okay, you guys have to trust me. He's like, put your hands up, and he just starts walking on people.
Yep.
Holy fucking shit. That's the most fucking professional gangster shit ever, dude.
They kill it. I almost thought about that. I saw him a couple years later at Rock the Bells, like, I don't know, 2012-ish maybe? I don't know. But they were doing, they did all of Blackout, and I think they did all of Blackout too as well.
Nice.
And then they did some solo stuff in between. But yeah, they were there together the whole time. And I remember Redman not walking, but like, crowd surfing, and they surfed him all the fucking way to the back and all the way back up to the stage.
Sick, dude. They're so good, dude.
So good.
That was, probably one of the best shows or things I've ever seen was that Rock the Bells.
Yeah.
Just because the way they had it set up, like they had, Talib Kweli, and then fucking Mos Def, then Black Star.
Yeah.
Then Method Man, Redman. Then it was so fucking sick. They did that like several times. They did it with Living Legends. They did it with Hieroglyphics. They did it with a bunch of groups during that lineup where it was like the single acts and then them as a group. So
nice.
It was so fucking sick.
Nice.
Dude. It was Rock the Bells was the shit, dude.
It was.
That and Paid Dues.
Hey,
Murs.
Paid Dues was fucking amazing.
Hey, Murs. Bring Paid Dues back.
Yeah, you're retiring, so
you can focus on being festival, man.
You got some time.
We're clipping this and sending it to you. Yeah, no, definitely. All right, let's do the number one.
Can't be mad at Method Man. He's fucking amazing.
Dude, he's a fucking...
So my number one, and I've seen him a handful of times, but this one show in particular is what puts him at number one for me.
Okay.
Run the Jewels.
I knew it. I was gonna say... I was going to say maybe Rage, but you never got to see that.
I fucking never got to see Rage.
But Run the Jewels, I'm not surprised. I can only imagine how great their show is.
So I've seen them a couple times, right? The first time I saw them, though, is when they first dropped the actual Run the Jewels. So they weren't even necessarily a group at that point. They were just LP, and they were Killer Mike, and they put out an album together, right? And then so when I saw him, it was in Portland, the Hawthorne Theater. We saw him. Despot opened for him. And then Killer Mike came out. He did rap music. LP came out. He did Cancer for Cure. And then they came back out and did the entire Run the Jewels album.
God damn. Talk about a fucking show.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
And then so I've seen them a handful of times since then, but it's always just them as Run the Jewels now, right? And they play the albums and everything, and it's still great and amazing. They put on a great live performance, but because of that one show, like, you got to see fucking headline acts the entire night, basically.
100%.
You know?
And you got to see them. Yeah, that's so cool to be able to see them as solo artists like that. I think that shit's so cool.
Exactly.
You know, because, I mean, if you're a fan of them as a group, there's a good chance you're a fan of them if they're solo artists as well.
Because I have seen them, and to my recollection, they don't do any of the solo stuff during their set. It's all Run the Jewel stuff. And at this point, they don't need to anyway. They have 4 albums of material, you know? Yeah. So it's like, it's not an issue, but it's so fucking dope to see, you know, Killer Mike do rap music and do, you know, the other... I can't remember any of the song names, and then see LP come out and do Cancer for Cure and then they just like it's like, you guys just rap for fucking 2 hours straight, basically. Yeah, it was amazing. It was, so because of that show, it put them at number 1 for me.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
Especially like a theater like that, instead of it being these gigantic stadium shows that they're doing now, or these festivals they go to. It was a little club, basically. It was like, it was pretty much the size of like Virginia Street Brew House. So, and it was fucking packed out too. It was great. We got the I was big at the time of getting show posters, and then if I could, getting the people to sign them, right? And then so we got it, and then like we got up to the merch table a little too late. So like, as I was walking up, like, LP and Killer Mike were dipping out and they were heading to their bus. And then Carlos was with me, and he fucking grabs a poster and he like chases them down, and like, they're like going almost at their bus. And like, I guess they were having like a barbecue. They were like cooking up ribs and everything back there. And like LP's yelling at somebody to get him some ribs and everything. And then Carlos got in there and he fucking signed it. Him and Killer Mike signed it and everything. And he still has it. We framed it and got it for him and everything. That's cool.
Yeah, so it was fucking, because of that one show, number 1 for me.
Sounds like a good show.
Yeah.
Fucking A, man. Well, my number 1 was your number 5. It's Death Cab for Cutie.
Okay.
Just because, I mean, we had such great... It was another show where you get to be down right at the stage.
Yeah, we were right there.
I have a picture where it's like... I mean, we are literally at the stage, and I have a picture from stage level where it's all glossy, and they have their lights that says Death Cab, and everything's black, and it's just those lights, and you can see it reflecting off the black, like, glossy stage. I have that picture still, and like you said, I mean, the performance was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, to a fucking T.
Oh yeah.
That man is something different. You know, there's just something special about him.
Mr. Gibbard.
Yeah. There's very few people, like, every couple of decades we get one of those guys who's just like a savant.
There's very few rappers who could outbar him.
Oh, dude, that's what I'm saying.
His writing is out of this world.
Impeccable, dude.
Impeccable.
And it's so descriptive and so dope. And I mean, not only just his his writing where he could school everybody, but the fact that he can play every fucking instrument he wants to.
Yep.
He writes the drums, the bass, the fucking keyboard, plays the guitar. And then, like you said, his voice live is amazing.
It's amazing.
You know, I mean, I have yet to see any type of band or performer or rapper or anything that is on point as Death Cab as far as live versus their music. Yeah.
No, it was,
and you know, and
spot
like,
on.
They played every single good song you wanted to hear.
Yeah,
and it was
Soul Meets Body.
Fucking
they did,
perfect. They did
I Will
Crooked
Possess Your
Teeth.
Heart, Crooked Teeth.
I mean, they did
Grapevine Fires, which is the one that I wanted to see the most.
And then they did Follow You Into the Dark. I don't even know. I don't know if that's the name of the song.
Yeah,
but
I think it is. I can't remember. Yeah,
I mean, he did all of them, and that was the best one because it was just him. Spotlight,
it
black
was
stage.
just him with the acoustic.
Just crushed it. And that's the thing is, it's like to be able to hold attention of 2,000 people like that. And just be like, it's something else, it's like
and not
a
only
whole other level of talent.
Not only hold the attention, but the entire room was singing with him.
Exactly.
Yeah. Which is crazy.
In such a small place like Reno.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he played San Francisco and
all
the big places. It just shows like if you can get, it was sold out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like thousands and thousands of people in a small city like this. It's like just shows your magnitude of attraction and talent. It's fucking amazing. So that was my number one show that I've ever seen. You know, and we did get fairly drunk.
Yeah.
So there's some of it that I don't remember. I don't remember leaving the place.
Yeah.
But I remember just being like totally blown away. Just be like, why am we're right here at the stage? This
it was
crazy.
Phenomenal.
We just walked down there. I don't even think those are tickets we paid for. Because we only paid, my ticket was like $25. It was not expensive, and we just walked all the way down to the front and stood there and watched it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody stopped us.
Fucking A. Yeah, that was my number one show, man.
This is an amazing show.
Yeah, probably surprised a lot of people. I know you guys hear us talk about a lot of rapping stuff, and you know we like a little pop punk, but also very big indie fans.
Did you have some honorable mentions? Do we have time for some honorable mentions?
We don't.
Okay.
We are. I do have one honorable mention, but we're at an hour and 5 minutes right now.
Oh, snaps.
Yeah, so we got to do these reviews kind of quick.
Let's do it.
So let's go ahead. Let's start with your review, because your review was something that I was gonna talk to you about, and I didn't know if. But you gave it to us. I was gonna be like, I wonder if he heard this, but then you sent it to me, and I was like, of course he fucking heard this. Was Codefendants, which is a brand new album by Ceschi, and who's the fucking other dude?
Oh, it's Sam. I'm blanking on his last name, but he's the lead singer of Get Dead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, he's a punk rock dude.
Yeah, punk rock dude.
Let me pull it up here because I had the other one. Codefendants. Yeah. Shit, dude. I knew I wasn't going to be surprised by it. I knew it was going to be good.
Yeah.
But once I started looking into it, and then I was like, oh, it's released on Fat Records, produced by, Fat Mike from NoFX, like, which, if you know anything about, like, old punk rock, NoFX is NoFX.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be like, who's Rancid? Who's Dropkick Murphys?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
One of the staples in punk rock. But, so, I mean... starting the song off the way they did, the very first line to the very first song, I was like, oh, I'm already sold.
I knew you would be, too.
I was like, fuck, dude, so good.
Open these veins like an old cold razor blade.
Yeah, I was like, God damn, it's so tight, dude. And then, the bass lines, it's like, it's just like very, very catchy. And the best thing about it, I thought about this was that as soon as, Ceschi comes in, he's 100% him.
100%.
Like, oh, he's fucking like rapping on this shit. He
did not change a single thing about anything that he does.
I was like, oh, he's rapping on this shit, but he's not though. But he is. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It's really, really fucking
I know
dude.
Within the last like 10 years, melody kind of hip hop has been really taking the forefront, but nobody could fucking hold a candle to Ceschi.
No, he's been doing it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. No, it's amazing.
Yeah.
The fact they got the DOC on a song,
right,
dude? I mean, when I saw Henri Osborne on there, I was like, "That's dope." And then I looked at the next song, I was like, "The DOC."
The DOC, yeah,
dude. How fucking gangster is that,
dude? And then so when I started listening to it, I kind of looked at the features. I was like, all right, but I didn't like pay enough attention, right? I just put it on, started listening, and the fucking opening for that song is so goddamn dope, dude. Yeah. Just somebody pounding on the table in the back. He's got that grimy ass fucking flow, and then just boom, it just hits. It's game over, dude. It's so fucking dope. That whole song, Fast Ones.
Yeah, yeah. There's a few songs on here that bother me a little bit, and it's just because I don't even think it's them. I think it's Stacey D. Honestly,
I love that song,
but I just hate the way sometimes punk singers pronounce shit.
Sure.
Want to say that? It's like, dude, you don't fucking talk like that. Why do you sound like that?
Yeah.
That shit annoys me.
Sure.
Like a lot of like the Boston punk rock scene and stuff like that. I'm just like, it really bothers me. I'm like, stop fucking sounding like that.
Yeah.
There's some of that on here, but like I said, I think it's just the features. So I was like, it was a little cringe for me. Mm-hmm. But other than that, this is a pretty much a solid album in every way, because it hits just about everything that I like.
And not only that,
I was really surprised.
There's not a single moment of filler at all.
No, it's
every single
very
thing
dense.
is very dense.
They're talking about some shit.
It's very like on point. Everything that they're saying has a meaning behind it. There's not a single moment of filler on that entire album.
No, definitely not. Yeah. No, it was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, well, they definitely hate cops. So 1 out of 10 dead pigs. What do you give it?
Oh man, I'm tempted to give it the full, but like we did when we started doing this, we were like, we're not just gonna throw full ratings around. You know what I mean? Because then it's like a blue check mark at that point. You know?
It's like, I mean, you got $15.
But I'm very tempted.
Well, it's your choice and your prerogative.
I would give it. I think the replay value is very high, at least for me. There might be a song or two that I skip, though. I'd give it a 9.
That's. I mean, I'm not surprised on that. I have to give it an 8, 7.88. Just because I feel there was a few songs on here that were kind of punk rock generic on here. It's like,
okay, yeah,
I've heard that already a lot for the last 30 years. Yeah. You guys are not, and with two different people, running the show like that, it's obviously going to go both ways. I felt like maybe that wasn't some of Ceschi's choices, just because I've listened to his other albums.
Sure.
But to each their own. You got to have a little bit of both. I mean, you're making a group like this, so there's got to be a mixture of both.
Sure.
But there was some stuff in there that I felt was kind of generic. I was like, all right, yeah, we've heard that.
Yeah.
So that's the reason I give it an 8. I was thoroughly surprised, though. I was like, I hadn't heard any of it prior. I knew what it was, and I've seen him on some festivals and shit, and like playing some shows. And I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like that. Like, I don't.
I was very unsure about it as well.
I felt like it was gonna be like. I thought it was gonna be Ceschi like doing like fast punk rock shit, which I was like, I don't. It's gonna either be hit or miss because he plays fast guitar and sings and shit, and it hits really well, but it has to be a certain way.
Sure.
So I thought it was gonna be an attempt at that, a little bit more grunge. It's totally fucking surprised me.
Yeah.
It blew my fucking mind. It's so well done. I felt like it's exactly what he's been trying to make for a long time.
Yeah.
It sounds so comfortable.
100%. And his the thing that really drives it home for me is like, I get the punk rock generic and everything, and sometimes it is can sound like that and everything. Ceschi's writing is always 100% on point.
Yeah, it's very authentic. I mean,
Sam's writing blew me away. I was not expecting that at all. Like because I've never listened to Get Dead.
Yeah, me neither.
So it's like I was unfamiliar with his writing style or anything like that, and just like so vivid in what he's writing.
And his voice is crazy.
Yeah.
Dude. Super crazy.
Just like so gravelly.
It's like it almost sounds like he's smoking on a cob pipe while he's singing, but it's like also smooth.
Yeah.
Dude, it's perfected voice. Like that's something.
Would you say like what survival isn't pretty, it's or what is it? Survival isn't pretty. Or fuck, man, I can't remember the line now. But basically, like, survival isn't pretty. It's flesh hanging off of fangs. Like, I can't remember the next bar. Something about if it's my next meal, I'll knock your head off, and then I've stripped the meat off every finger that's ever gotten close to me. Like, oh my god, dude, the writing was so fucking good.
Yeah, very, very well done.
Yeah.
I mean, great album. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, it'll be down in the description.
Yep.
Codefendants. And it's the name of the album is This Is Crime Wave.
Oh, one last thing on it before. Did you see the 5-video series they have?
No, I saw one of the videos. I didn't know there was a series.
So it's 1 through 5. It tells an entire story.
Okay.
So 5 videos, because they were like releasing them quite a bit apart. I just watched them the other day, and yeah, it tells an entire story the whole way through. Each video leads into the next. Dope. Yeah. So
sounds expensive. Sounds really expensive.
Tell me about it, yeah. So go watch those too, people.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, I was struggling to give you something. It's funny because now I have two recommendations that I'm going to give you. But when I was trying to think something up, I was like, no, I don't want to give him that. I know he's not going to like this for sure. So I don't even want to. I'm not going to torture him and make him listen to 17 songs I know he's not going to like. Not doing that to him. This guy I just found and I started listening to, he randomly popped up as like just a random, like, you might like this guy. So I was like, all right, I'll check out some of his stuff. I mean, to be 100% honest, I'm going to be transparent. He's still really, really new to me. I've only listened to maybe like 10 songs that he's either been a part of or done. Erick The Architect is who I gave you.
So funny enough, you were just saying you were going to send me the Codefendants at one point. I was going to send this dude to you at one point.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So, and if I remember correctly, Erick The Architect is part of Flatbush Zombies, correct?
I don't know.
I think he is.
I have no idea.
I could be wrong there, but I think he's part of Flatbush.
Because I was like, I have no idea who this dude is, but he has 3 million monthly listeners.
Yeah.
And the first song I ever heard was Skinny Ramen Freestyle.
Okay.
And when I heard that, I was like, who the fuck is this guy? He just rips it.
Yeah.
And he's like, but I could see him being part of the Flatbush. Yeah, no, that would make sense. I mean,
because if I remember correctly, what Castaways gave them to us, and I remember pointing out, like, this was the dude that I thought was the fucking dopest. And they're like, yeah, Erick The Architect, kills it, blah, 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 blah.
You're 100% right.
Am I? Okay, yeah. So he's
from the Flatbush area of Brooklyn, New York.
Okay, so so he's part of Flatbush Zombies.
Well, I'm a fucking idiot. I'm an idiot.
So that's all. I just had that little nugget stuck in my brain. So when I saw him pop up, I was like, dope, I was blown away too. Like, what the fuck? This dude's amazing. And then I was like, oh shit, yeah, I think he's part of Flatbush.
Okay, because I had that the Skinny Ramen Noodle Freestyle, and then I had the Future Proof EP. Okay, was like what I've been listening to, and he has a song with Loyal Carner. And I was like, oh damn, this okay, cool. And I listened to it, I was like, oh man, I like this dude a lot. But that makes sense now.
Yeah,
that makes sense. I was like,
so did you listen to the one you gave me was the art?
Well, I just
instrumentals, right?
Yeah. Well, I started listening to that, but the reason I sent that was because that was his first album that popped up.
Oh, okay.
Instead of just sending you a single, I didn't want to send you just one song. So I was like, this is the guy. But then I wrote you. I said, listen to some of his singles because this album is basically like half instrumental.
So I listened to a single here and there, but I mostly listened to that Archstrumentals about 5 times.
Okay.
Because it's actually, I'll just spoil my reaction. It's fucking amazing. It's so goddamn good. Because when you wrote me that, I was expecting, okay, here's 5 songs where he's rapping, here's 5 instrumentals.
No.
But like, it's an entire concept album. It's an entire story that plays out the entire time through.
Yeah, there's like some of it where it's just music, and then he comes into it, and then it'll lead into another song, and then
into the interlude that's telling about him and I was like, the wedding and everything.
And that's the thing I was like, this might be a little bit too much for like. He just got done moving. I was like, so I was like, just check out some of his shit. So I was like, just check out some of his singles, and that's what I ended up doing because I was like, well, I don't want to be like. I wanted to be on the same page. Shit. Well, anyways, this dude is fucking dope.
Oh, yeah.
He's really, really dope. And I didn't know that he was part of the Flatbush Zombies, which makes sense now. No wonder he's so fucking good.
Yeah.
No wonder we like...
Yeah.
No wonder I was like, all right.
I remember him being the real shining star for me out of Flatbush.
Okay. Dude, the Skinny Ramen Freestyle, I mean, he just fucking raps for like 3 minutes straight and he just... blew my mind. I was like,
so I guess since we listened to different things, this is more of an artist review than an album review.
Exactly.
So we'll go with that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, shit, 1 out of 10 flat bushes.
So since we're
as an artist,
as an artist,
I'm gonna go ahead and give him a 9 because I mean, he's so fucking versatile.
Yeah.
Especially being the type of rapper that he is, being from New York and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's only a certain couple type of New York rappers, you know what I'm saying? And him and the Flatbush Zombies are just like, they are their own thing.
100%,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they're like straight hip hop. But they're different. I don't know. Dude's super dope. I'm going to give him a 9 as an artist because I feel like he's versatile in a bunch of different ways. And, I mean, how could you not be happy at that guy's face? Yeah. He's like, I'm a frog.
So, I saw them. They opened for Run the Jewels. The last time I saw Run the Jewels, Flatbush opened for him. I remember not being the biggest fan of Flatbush Zombies.
Really?
Their live performance was fucking amazing. But I remember listening and I was like, it's cool, but it's not quite for me, I guess. And then the Castaways gave us that review. I think I walked away feeling the same way. Like, these dudes are fucking amazing. There's one dude in it that just really drags the whole thing down for me.
Yeah. I mean, they're still definitely New York. They're their own sound.
And that's not taken away. They're fucking amazing at what they do.
It's better than them sounding like everybody else.
Yeah, it's just some of it's not for me. But him in general, I think I would also give him a 9. And especially for creativity. Because when you, I've never heard anything
like that.
Like that.
There's concept albums and stuff. But
yeah, but like he's weaving it in. It's like, it's an instrumental album.
Yes.
But there is some rapping on it.
Mm-hmm. And there's also like some poetry talking.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It's an entire story that's playing out in front of you. So it starts with him talking about him and, you know, he wants to be a wedding DJ and all this other stuff. And then like then it comes into another interlude where this dude hits him up to play his wedding. And then another interlude where they're talking about, they're at the bachelor party, and this whole entire story just completely unfolds from beginning to end, all through like some of the dopest fucking beats. Had me freestyling.
I know. Does he make the beats?
Ever.
Is what I want to know.
I think he does.
I mean, it would make sense if it's called the instrumentals.
Yeah. So I would give him a 9. It was fucking great. That whole project. Now I'm gonna listen to more, obviously.
But, yeah, absolutely.
But
go check him out, folks.
Yep.
Erick the Architect.
Yep.
He's building some crazy shit.
For sure.
Well, goddamn, this is a fun episode. It goes by goddamn quick when we're having fun.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, we're over an hour now, so we got to cut it. But hey. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Very, very, very important. If you're listening and you want to subscribe, it's down in the description. Just hit the link. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed yet, the fuck are you doing? Subscribe.
Do it.
We appreciate everybody. Follow us on Instagram at the Rap Dad Podcast.
Yep.
You can follow Melancholy at Melancholy775.
Do it.
You can give me a follow at Reno Junes. And we out.
Peace.